From ice caves to rainbow hills, from gushing waterfalls to massive deserts and pink lakes, the world is full of natural wonders. Formed over thousands, sometimes even millions of years ago, these places leave you gushing for more. So, without further ado, let's dig right in. First up, we have the Giants Causeway in Ireland. Formed over 60 million years ago, the Giants Causeway is one of the most stunning lava formations in the world. Flanked by the wild Atlantic Ocean on one side and dramatic cliffs on the other, these 40,000 interlocking basalt columns look like stepping stones formed as the result of a volcanic eruption in the past, creating a 33-mile pavement of perfectly hexagonal columns, a truly unique sight in nature. Want to know why it's called the Giants Causeway? Well, according to a local legend, by an Irish giant named Pukal, created the causeway to cross the Irish Sea and face his rival, Scottish giant the Mendenhall. Yeah, I think we'll stick to the volcano theory. Next up, we have one of the most remarkable places in the land down under, Australia. The Great Barrier Reef is, at least technically, the largest living organism in the world. Located on the coast of Queensland, the reef stretches over more than 133,000 square miles, 900 islands, and 3,000 individual reefs. This makes the Barrier Reef one of the most fascinating pockets of life on Earth. In fact, did you know the Great Barrier Reef is so big it can be seen from space? Home to more than 600 types of hard and soft coral, and 1,500 species of fish, it's the most biodiverse marine ecosystem found on Earth, and one of the 7 official natural wonders of the world. Now for a taste of myth and history, we head to the Dead Sea, one of the most intriguing natural wonders of the world. Located on the border between Israel and Jordan, the Dead Sea sprawls over an area of 605 square miles, and traces records back to the biblical times of Sodom and Gomorrah, the 2 famous sin cities of the ancient world. With 10 times more salt than regular seawater, did you know it's impossible to swim in the Dead Sea? Nearly 1,000 feet deep, the sea is actually the deepest hypersaline lake on the planet. Often dubbed the world's first spa, the Dead Sea is exactly what it sounds like. Dead. Devoid of any marine or plant life, this has got to be one of the most fascinating water bodies of the world. Now, if you like a good view and big heights don't bother you, you must drop by the iconic Cliffs of Moher. Running for an incredible stretch of 14 kilometers, the Cliffs of Moher are the biggest tourist attraction in Ireland. Tall and entirely vertical, the Cliffs of Moher are visited by 1.5 million people every year. Rising 700 feet over the rugged Atlantic coast, these cliffs are a true masterpiece of Mother Nature. Up next, we have the Mendenhall Caves in Alaska, one of the coldest regions of the world. These icy marble caves run a 13-mile seaward course to the Mendenhall Valley and form part of the stunning ice glacier in Juneau. From shades of aqua and sapphire to a more shiny cobalt, this icy miracle is bound to leave you a little color-struck. With tall, towering peaks like the Thunder Mountain on all sides, this has gotta be one of the most enchanting frozen natural wonders of the world. Where to next? Pamukkale. Literally meaning the cotton castle in Turkish, the Pamukkale is as dreamy as nature gets. With strikingly white travertine pools formed over thousands of years, this place in southern Turkey is a nature lover's dream. Flanked by white cliffs of calcium deposited from nearby springs, the Pamukkale is also perfectly safe to go for a dip in these clear, mineral-rich waters. Moving on, we have the undisputed king of waterfalls, Niagara Falls. Straddling along the borders of Ontario and New York, Niagara Falls are probably the most popular tourist attraction in the New World. At 99 meters high, did you know Niagara Falls is not actually the tallest waterfall in the world? Then what makes Niagara Falls so special? Well, at 6 million cubic feet, Niagara Falls actually has the highest flow rate of any waterfall in the world, making this natural wonder a brilliant source of electricity for the whole state of Ontario. Lovingly called the honeymoon capital of the world, Niagara Falls is one of the most iconic landmarks of Canada. Now, with our next stop, we're ready to soar high to the so-called roof of the world, Mount Everest, one of the most majestic mountains in the world. At a staggering height of 8,848 meters, Everest is actually the highest mountain peak in the world. That's right, just below the cruising height of a jumbo jet. Did you know the mountain actually grows up to 44 millimeters every year? Part of the Great Himalayas, Everest was formed when India's continental plate crashed into Asia millions of years ago. Naturally, this glorious mountain has pulled in hundreds of climbers over the years for a 40-day climb to the top. Trust me, this hike is not for the faint of heart. From the Great Himalayas, we now head to the desert plains of Africa. Sprawling over an area of 9.2 million square kilometers, the Sahara Desert is the largest hot desert in the world. That's right, the Sahara actually makes up almost 10% of the entire African continent. Bound in the east by the Red Sea and the Mediterranean Sea in the north, the Sahara is one of the oldest inhabited places in the world. With the earliest settlements dating back to 60,000 BCE, the Sahara is home to 4 million people. Explore the Iron Mountains, rising from the sands of central Niger as you admire the unique vista as you jeep your way through the vast desert expanse. Cutting across 10 African countries, the Sahara Desert is probably the most famous desert in the world. Moving on, we have the Northern Lights of Iceland, the most remarkable natural wonder on our list. A stunning light show of neon lights dancing around the sky. The Vatnajökull National Park is pretty much the best place in the world to see this luminous natural phenomenon up close. The park is home to the Jökulsá Loch, the deepest glacier lake in the country. With crystal ice caves, glacial lagoons, and frozen water surfaces, this icy wonder is pure magic to see. And if you're a wildlife enthusiast, the park is also a great place to spot huge colonies of seals and seabirds. Now, there's no place on Earth that pulls a better monochrome than the salt flats of Salar de Uyuni, where the sky meets Earth, creating a beautiful mirage of what is often touted as the biggest mirror in the world. Stretching for over 4,500 miles, this mythical place is the most popular tourist attraction in Bolivia. With more than 12 billion tons of salt, you're looking at the largest salt flat in the whole world. Did you know the Salar of Uyuni are also home to the largest lithium reserves on the planet? With nothing but white land against drifting white clouds, this place is like a little piece of art. Now, flying off the western coast of Australia, the Pink Lake is one of the most beautiful natural phenomena in the world. Discovered in year 1802, the lake is now a big tourist destination for travelers from all over the world. Did you know there are many pink lakes around the world, with 4 of them being right here in Australia? But what exactly makes Lake Hiller so pink? Well, the pink color is the result of pigment-carrying algae living on the lake bed, responsible for this unique bubblegum shade. Now, jetting off to the United States, we bump into this unique rocky chasm carved by the mighty Colorado River, the Grand Canyon. One of the most spectacular works of erosion in the world. Peering out over cliff walls and deep ravines, this remarkable natural wonder is probably the most iconic natural wonder of Arizona. Can you think of other beautiful canyons in the world? Let us know in a comment. With 6 million people visiting every year, the Grand Canyon is actually one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. We are not surprised. Now, heading deep into the foothills of the Qilian Mountains in China, where you can see another fascinating natural wonder of the world, the Rainbow Hills. A colorful spread of rolling mountains draped in vibrant hues, this place is like the Earth's paint palette. A true geological wonder of the world, the Rainbow Mountains, located in the Gansu province of China, where they sprawl over an area of 200 square miles. Dotted with countless pillars and ravines, the mountains are definitely one of the most amazing landscapes in China. Can you think of any other rainbow mountains in the world? Let us know in a comment below. And there you have it, some of the most fascinating natural wonders of the world. For more videos like these, make sure to subscribe so you never miss out. And since you're here, don't forget to hit the bell button on your way out. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.